Welcome to Weirdaholics with Tiffany
and Nicole. So we wanted to shout out Emily, who joined our Patreon and who sent us like some really cool stories through our DMs and on Instagram. So thank you for that. You're amazing.
And thank you for your great review on Apple Podcasts.
You're fantastic.
Hope you enjoy our donor party and listen to all of our crazy deleted scenes.
There's something.
There's something.
And shout out again to James, Matt, Brandon.
Thank you for being a Patreon subscriber.
Yes. I hope you're having so much fun.
So much fun.
So much. So something weird did happen to me this week, but I totally forgot to write it down. I need to write shit down.
Yeah, you do.
But I didn't, and I don't remember it. So why don't you go first with your weird thing?
So I know I'm going to regret saying this.
Just do it.
And I'm sorry for those who know me personally.
Sorry, Mom.
My weird thing of the week is I fell asleep in the middle of sex.
Oh, man.
And I've never done that before.
Were you drunk?
A little. But it was like in the middle.
Yeah.
And that was definitely the weirdest thing that's happened to me this week because I've never done that before.
Yeah, I mean, if I was trashed, I probably would too, but...
Or if you're getting old, I feel like because I'm getting an old geezer and just like, I'm tired.
Yeah. How do old people have sex?
I don't know.
Like, how do they do it? Does it last like 3 minutes? Because that's fine by me. Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So, since I cannot remember my weird thing, I'm just going to read a weird news story that happened. The headline is, Wheels in Motion for Next Philly Naked Bike Ride in August. So, there's apparently a naked bike ride in Philadelphia.
That's legal?
Apparently so. I kind of... actually, I probably wouldn't join, let's be honest. I wouldn't. But
I mean, not bending
you.
Over like that. And
And on a bike seat, like, they're so uncomfortable already.
Ew, it's like all sweaty and gross down there.
It's going to get moist in there, ladies and gents.
Not a bike ride. Choose anything else.
So it says, organizers of the annual Jaunt to promote fuel conservation and positive body imagery said Wednesday they're holding the August 26th starting location route under wraps and will disclose them the day before. So it's like pretty secretive.
I mean, way to go trying to combine two beautiful things, but no.
Together? No.
Not those two beautiful things together.
Yeah, I would probably be naked just like laying on a beach or
How
something.
about
not doing
Friday?
anything.
We ride our bikes to promote the environment.
Clothed.
Then Saturday, we go to a nudist beach.
Yes, and just lay there.
Like,
not
separate them.
Get all sweaty and gross and sit on our nasty-ass bike seat and go over, like, speed bumps and stuff. Like, like can you
I don't know.
imagine the dudes?
Actually, I might enjoy the speed bump part.
The dudes, though. The dudes.
Oh,
the
boy.
family
Belvedere
jewels.
it up.
Yeah.
So many belvedering going on with those bumps and the bikes and the naked bodies.
No thanks. So that being said, since we're celebrating holidays, are you ready for Easter?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm always ready for Easter.
We really didn't do much for Easter because, I don't know, we just didn't do anything, which is fine. We'll do something for maybe... Did I?
Your dad put money in eggs, remember?
Yeah, he did. But I mean, like, today, we didn't do much for each other.
Oh, you mean today, our fake holiday.
Maybe do, like, pink. Pink or blue.
She's talking about what color we're going to make
our lights.
Our lights in the recording studio, because we like to have a mood.
It's a mood.
Just
honestly,
choose a color.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one. Oh, it's white. That one. Right there.
Let's do an Easter color. I feel like that's Eastery.
Yeah, that's pretty Easter, like pastel. Okay. We're doing Easter. Girlfriends and boyfriends and anything in between.
They friends?
They friends. Yes, them friends. Okay. We're going to do weird Eastern traditions around the world. Ooh, that's when you do the ooh.
This doesn't feel like a creepy topic. I don't know why you're going with an
It's
ooh.
not, but I added something kind of creepy at the end.
Good.
So we'll roll with it. We should all know what Easter is, but in case you don't, it's when bunnies and chickens start to fuck and create weird mashup creatures that birth out jelly beans and chocolate in the shape of their ancestors.
And then they make little children eat their
Yes,
little
they
jelly
eat
bean
their
offsprings.
young. Yes, go human children, eat our offspring.
Eat our sacrificial jelly bean
Ew.
offsprings.
And love it.
And spread our word.
Spread our DNA. Ew. No. It's a Christian holiday, and it celebrates the belief that the resurrection of Jesus is nigh. That's more boring. Let's pretend that's not a thing. The American tradition of cute little bunnies, chickens, candy, and the Easter bunny actually started in the 1700s when German immigrants came over on the seas in a big ship over to the Americas, landed here. Their egg-laying hare, called ostriches, came to America with them.
Oh, like it was really a rabbit that laid eggs?
Yeah, it was a rabbit that laid eggs, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't believe you, but okay.
It's a true thing. I researched like at least 3 websites on this. At least. So let's go back over to Germany real quick to learn a little bit more about this weird Eastern origin. When I say weird, drink up, buttercups.
We've got leftover margaritas that we're drinking tonight.
The first recorded mention of the Easter Bunny was in a collection of medical essays published in Germany in 1682. Let me say that again. Medical essays.
Okay, so far what I'm hearing is Easter is a Germany thing, and we're saying it's about a Jesus thing, but it's really German.
Yes and no. Half is religious, half is not. In 1682, these actual doctors wrote essays about this, like, bunny that births out Easter eggs and, like, has nothing to do with Christianity or anything. So it's fucking weird. Basically, scientists and medical professionals, or whatever you want to call them, wrote essays about an egg-bearing rabbit. One particular essay that I want to mention was a 16-page paper about Easter eggs.
Wow, 16-page paper.
How would anyone write a 16-page paper? I can barely write like a 5-page paper for any school essay. I mean, you as a writer, you're like, yeah, I write 16 pages like every day. It's fine.
I was going to
No big
say,
deal.
the last essay I wrote ended up being 30 pages.
Yeah. No thanks for me. No thanks. This paper, written by a German doctor and theology buff named Johannes Richier, I don't know why I rolled my R there, Richier.
Pretty.
He describes the ostriches, or the Easter hare, quote unquote, who is said to hatch and hide colorful eggs for children to find on Easter Sunday.
So these were in scientific journals?
Scientific essays, yes.
Same thing.
Journals, essays, yes. Scientific. Science.
When I write in my journal, it's very much an essay.
It's very scientific as well. Wink, wink. Mostly his paper was about health warnings regarding these Easter eggs, though.
What?
And I will quote, "The young people often lose their health with these Easter eggs because they avidly swallow up the eggs without salt, butter, or any other flavoring, resulting in nasty tummy aches." End quote.
Wow.
So he's like, dude, don't eat Easter eggs. They're bad for you because you don't put any seasoning on it.
At least put seasoning on your Easter eggs.
But I was also thinking, like, maybe he was referring to the Easter eggs that are dyed. Like, the dye seeps into the egg, and then it's, like,
but it's
toxic.
like food coloring dye is, like, approved by the FDA.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it wasn't in the 1600s. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, in the 1600s. Who knows what they use for dye?
Yeah, poison. Just started,
Like-
this is pink poison.
Or just, like, belladonna and...
Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. But I digress. Once these tales of the Easter hare, which, by the way, hares are very specifically different than bunnies, I'll have you know.
They're like wild rabbits.
Yeah, they're wild rabbits.
They're not
they
that
have, like,
different.
Longer legs, longer ears. They're not as cute. I don't know.
They're wild.
Yeah, like these 3 websites I went to said specifically hares and bunnies are different. Okay? I went to more websites than that, I promise. But once the tales of the Easter hare came to America, over the years it changed into an Easter bunny, which is all cute and fluffy and like, oh, I'm going to bring you an Easter basket full of, like, goodies and shit. Basically, all this is, like, on a weird scale, it's, like, 2 out of 10. It's not super crazy, but we'll kind of go into more crazy stuff, and then we'll go into creepy stuff after this. Okay, so this is, like, the origin of Easter bunny and whatever traditions we do
is it
now.
connected to the actual Jesus being resurrected thing at all?
Some of the stuff, yes. So Germany, I couldn't find anything that was, like, totally related to, like, Easter bunny and Easter, like, the Easter eggs and stuff connected to Jesus. But these other places, like Spain and Philippines, yes. So I will get into that.
But specifically the Easter eggs and bunny, not really related to Jesus.
Correct, yeah. It's just, like, made up to make kids, like, here, have something to have fun with and, like, not get bored by this religious shit. So let's take a little train ride or plane ride over to Spain, because that's far away from Germany, so maybe like an hour or 2 plane ride. Let's go, right now. Spain has a Holy Week, or called Semana Santa, so it corresponds with Easter, so it's an entire week of, like, Easter shenanigans. Christian brotherhoods, such as the Nazarenos, dress up in robes that look very similar to the KKK. Almost a pic of it, but they have, like, the big pointy hoods, and, like, only their eyes are showing, and their robes. It's very similar, but noted they are, like, we're not associated with the KKK at all.
Sure, let's just dress like them, but
wink,
we're
wink,
not
wink.
a part of them.
Yeah, wink, wink, wink.
Ours is, like, off-white.
Yeah.
Not just white.
Yeah, exactly. No, their robes are, like, pretty colorful. They have, like...
Oh, okay.
I mean, they do have, like,
then
black...
that's fine.
Black, red, white, blue, whatever, like, primary colors. It's fine. These brotherhoods, during Holy Week, practice severe punishment, like whipping themselves, and religious devotion to be forgiven of one's sins. So they go around walking, and they whip themselves. I need to be forgiven of all my sins.
God. What kind of life is that?
I don't know. I don't
want to know.
I mean, maybe it'd be good if I, like, murdered 20 people, and then I'm like, I can be forgiven of my sins if I whip myself 20 times. Like, yeah,
no, it's
maybe.
not. It's not how it works.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. So, the KKK-looking robes are called capriote, and the iconic dunce cap. You know what a dunce cap is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to wear one. Not really. It was before my time.
Lies. But the dunce cap is fashioned after these robes.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're a dumbass, wear this dunce cap.
Man, things were weird back then.
Yeah, they were. So I'm glad we're living in the 2020s, whatever.
21st century?
21st century, yeah, whatever, fuck. Other people you may see during this Holy Week in Spain are mourners. Usually women, dressed all in black, wearing veils and carrying candles. They walk around and symbolize the mourning of the death of Christ. I can't even imagine being that devoted to a deity.
I mean, I could.
Like, dressed in black and, like, carry a candle, be like, oh, I'm so sad for your death. That was, like, thousands of years before me. I don't know. Strange, but to each their own. Now, let's go over to Hungary, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Spain. A popular Eastern tradition in Hungary is kind of rude.
Oh.
So be prepared. It originates from ancient pagan rituals, but it's still, like, questionable nowadays. It's called sprinkling. Can you guess what it is?
peeing on someone.
No, but that would be even grosser. It's where people take buckets of water and douse women with it. So women, like, run, and then boys take these buckets and, like, try to, like, throw water on them.
They're, like, wearing all white.
Oh!
Trying to throw these
scandalous.
buckets of
Oh.
water on them. I mean, I might get into it.
Yeah. So the women wear, like, these traditional, like, dresses and stuff. But, yeah, when they pour water on them, I'm sure there's, like, you know,
So
some things
why
that
are
we
the
say.
women getting poured water on them? Like, why? Are they being punished for something?
It's associated with fertility and cleansing rites and the celebration of the vernal equinox.
I mean, it's just like a big old water fight, only the women are the target.
Yeah, like the women can't fight back. They just run and hope
But
to knock
maybe
it.
some do.
I hope so.
And they spray the men.
They take like these big old Nerf guns and be like, squirt guns. Like, take that
It's on,
motherfucker.
boys.
It's on. So I don't know what that has to do with like Easter and religious aspects, but it's an Easter tradition in Hungary. But nowadays, the newest tradition they have is they spray women's hair with perfume rather than douse them with water. And I don't know if that's much better. I might be more willing to be doused with water than perfume.
Yeah, because imagine all that perfume caking in your hair,
Ooh,
especially
yeah.
if you just got your hair done or dyed.
Yeah.
Like, it would, like, ruin your hair color.
It could stay for days. And what if you don't like it? Or what if you're allergic to it? You're like, oh my God.
no.
And you, like, die.
Just,
from
like,
this.
stay indoors, woman.
Yeah, stay indoors
Maybe that's
during
what they
this
want,
Holy
though.
Week. Yeah. Ooh, they want to oppress women. Yeah.
They want to keep the woman indoors so they can go party.
Exactly. So that's Hungary. Let's jump over to the Philippines, which is like quite a bit of ways away.
That's quite a jump.
Yeah, it's quite a jump. We'll take a plane. It's fine.
Yeah.
Easter in the Philippines is the most interesting to me. It's also called Holy Week, and it kind of goes along with Spain's traditions a little bit. It's very religious to them, and it starts with Friday of Sorrows, then goes to Palm Sunday, or Palm Saturday, and then goes through Easter Sunday, something along those lines. And a lot of businesses close during that time. So, like, for a week, a ton of businesses are closed. People are just, like, doing religious shit. It's a whole thing. It's a big deal. It's, like, probably bigger than any Christmas tradition kind of thing. So on Palm Sunday, worshipers wear ornate palm leaves to church. And they're, like, make these cool outfits. And they wear these, like, palm leaves behind their heads. And they place the palm leaves on altar doors and windows of their home after church. This is believed to ward off demons and prevent fires and lightning. So maybe we should take some palm leaves and put them up on the windows to prevent lightning.
Yeah.
Which is happening right now. We're talking through a storm right now.
I mean, if we were, I think the storm's over. But yes.
Shit! Yeah. On Good Friday, in the province of Pampanga.
Topanga?
No, Pampanga. Oh, I miss Boy Meets World. We should watch that too. You gotta watch that. Processions include devotees flagellating themselves, which is whipping themselves. Sometimes for those brave and devoted enough, some people even have themselves nailed to a cross.
Ooh, no.
Right through their hands, right through their feet. But most of the time, it's just they wrap their arms and legs with, like, cloth around the cross.
Oh my God.
But still, like, that's a lot. Like, you must really love Jesus for
Like,
that.
that's a little extreme for me.
Yeah. Ugh, yeah. I
Like,
couldn't do it.
Extreme fanboy type shit.
A fanboy. Yes. I couldn't do it. Not at all. Other options that people like to do are carry the wooden crosses like Jesus did, crawl on the rough and hot pavement, and slash their backs before whipping themselves to draw more
feel like
blood.
They kind of just, like, want the attention that Jesus got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe in 1,000 years, people will think about me doing this.
Yeah. And they didn't say anything about the crown of thorns, but I bet they probably do that too.
If they went so far as to do stuff with the cross, I'm sure
Yeah.
Crown of Thorns was involved.
Yeah. all in the name of forgiveness of their sins. I mean, if I, like, murdered a bunch of people or did the really bad things, I'd probably do anything to get my sins revoked rather than go to jail.
Right. Like,
But
I would rather get nailed to a cross than go to prison for the rest of my life. So.
Oh, I don't know.
Really? I don't know. Maybe prison isn't so bad.
Oh my god, it's like a whole other world. I don't know. If it's like 5 years, I probably wouldn't nail myself to a cross. If it's more than 5 years, yeah, I'd nail myself to a cross rather than go to jail. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. That's like a life thought.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so we're going all the way to Norway, and that's a big old flight from Philippines to Norway. Now, Norway has a lot of religious aspects to Easter as well, but just like any other place, they have their own little weird traditions. Their weird tradition is their obsession with crime during Easter.
You have my attention.
So whether it's on TV, at the movies, a book, or podcast, crime fiction and true crime are consumed by the masses throughout the Easter holiday.
Wow.
And it's so strange that it's just like through the Easter week that they just consume this like true crime
That
shit.
is so weird.
It's super strange. Bookstores stock their shelves chock full of crime novels. Milk cartons carry kind of like short detective stories and like missing person things.
They're just like obsessed with, ooh, this is what Jesus died for. I want to learn more about what he died for.
Exactly.
Listen to this crime.
True crime.
Wow.
There's also a true crime writing festival that goes on called Krimfestivalen.
Oof.
Yeah. The tradition goes back almost 100 years, which I was surprised about. I was like, doesn't true crime, like, kind of more recent? But
Right,
I guess
it
true
feels
crime is
more recent,
Yeah.
but I'm sure people have been obsessed with crime and murder type stories for a long time.
forever. Yeah, like, who
Forever,
done it?
yeah.
Yeah. So this tradition goes back almost 100 years and started with sort of a publicity stunt or kind of like an ad campaign thing. Basically, two authors, Nordahl and Nils, wrote a crime novel, and the publisher of the book posted it on the front page of a newspaper. The title was Bergen Train Looted in the Night. Once people started reading, like, the synopsis in the newspaper, they believed it to be true, they got hooked on the mystery, and thus started the crime-loving frenzy in Norway. Some people even go to, like, so they have their own homes, and then they have these, like, winter cabins for themselves, and they usually go to their winter cabins, hold themselves up, and just read true crime.
I mean, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I want my Easter to be like that.
Me too. And Norway looks so beautiful. I would love to do that.
I want to spend next Easter in Norway.
Let's make it happen, girlfriend. Oh, I snapped, but let's do it.
Sure, I'll try to afford that.
We're going to afford it. We only live once, okay? We're going to afford it, and we won't care about it.
I'll just keep using my credit card. It's fine.
We'll just up the limit. It's fine. Ooh. Okay. So that's, like, the most, like, weird Easter traditions that I've found in the world. But I wanted to add something a little creepy-ish to this. So I found a creepypasta on the Easter Bunny.
Okay.
Gouda cheese. So this one's called Candy. And I will start now. Mom, said the little girl, rubbing her eyes and standing in the doorway to her mother's room. Mom, the Easter Bunny is eating my candy, she said. Nonsense, baby, the woman replied. The Easter Bunny gives out candy and he doesn't eat it. The woman lightly shook her covers and continued to speak, halfway into her pillow and halfway to her daughter. Go back to sleep, baby. But, Mom, the girl said, the Easter Bunny is eating candy. She now spoke in a more serious tone, almost as if she was going to cry. Her mother sat up and opened her arms. Baby, I just told you. The Easter Bunny doesn't eat candy. He hands it out to the little children. Besides, it's not even Easter yet. Go back to sleep, she said in her kindest voice. Okay, Mom, the child sighed as she turned to walk out of the room. The woman smiled and thought, crazy kid with her lively imagination, and went back to sleep on a whim. Out in the hallway, the little girl stood for a while, staring at the Easter Bunny eating her candy. She then sighed, Mommy said I should go back to bed. The Easter Bunny smiled. Good idea, child. Turn around and don't look back. He flicked a shiny metal pendant at the child. She picked it up and cried as she saw what it was. A dog tag inscribed Candy. The end.
It's funny because your dog's name was
I
Candy.
know, yeah.
I'm sure that brought back memories
Yeah,
for
that
you.
would be fucking scary to see, like,
Yeah.
some giant Easter Bunny eating my dog. Like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's a whole new level for you personally.
Yeah.
Because if that happened to you, you'd be like, did you just eat my dog?
Yeah, I would beat the shit out of that Easter Bunny. I would not be like, okay, I gotta go to bed. No, fuck that.
But you gotta wonder the deeper meaning. Was it that he gave her a dog tag saying Candy because she's the next candy for him to consume?
Ooh, I like that. Your next kid.
Yeah, and put
Next year.
put that dog collar on like the animal you are, and I'm gonna
Ooh.
eat you.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It's getting darker and darker by the moment.
My imagination, am I right?
Yeah, am I right, ladies? So that is Easter for you. And I hope
Cool.
it was weird enough.
Well, next Easter, I'm gonna make sure to whip myself. You know,
Wear some Ku Klux Klan shit.
yes, and then nail myself to the cross
And eat a
then
dog.
Eat a dog,
Yeah.
and I will represent all of these different countries.
Represent! Well, make sure to follow us on Instagram because we post the weird fact of the day every day. It's fantastic.
I wouldn't say every day. We
Okay,
try.
well,
we try every day.
Most of the days we try. Follow us on Facebook because it's pretty much the same content,
but better.
but better.
Because it lets me actually post videos and links and everything.
Yeah. And then Patreon. Patreon's our most best platform. Patreon.com/weirdaholics. $5, whatever amount you want. It's fantastic.
Yes,
You're gonna
join
be
our
part of
donor-
our donor party.
Join our donor party.
Yes.
And be able to listen to our deleted scenes and bonus stories like our girl Emily gets to now.
Emily, Lee. Cool. Well,
Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily.
Oh, okay. Thanks for listening.
Drink. I'm the Easter Bunny. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna kill you.